Hi, it's me, Krista Rose, and today I wanted to just say Happy Easter and read you a little bit of the Bible story of the resurrection, because that's what we're celebrating today. So I thought it would be appropriate and just let you all know that this day isn't all about bunnies and eggs and candy. It's about Jesus. So I will be reading in Mark 15, starting at 21. A passerby named Simon, who was from Cyrene, was coming in from the countryside just then, and the soldiers forced him to carry Jesus' cross. Simon was the father of Alexander and Rufus, and they brought Jesus to the place of Golgotha, which means place of the skull. They offered him wine drugged with myrrh, but he refused. Then the soldiers nailed him to a cross. They divided his clothing and threw dice and decided who would get each piece. It was 9 o'clock in the morning when they crucified him. A sign announced the charge against him. It read, "The King of the Jews." 2 revolutionaries were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. The people passing by shaking their heads in mockery. "Ha! Look at you now," they yelled at him. "You said you were going to destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days. Well then, save yourself and come down from that cross." The leading priests and teachers of rebellious law also mocked Jesus. "He saved others," they scoffed, "but he can't save himself. Let this Messiah, this King of Israel, come down from the cross so we can see it and believe him." Even the men who were crucified with Jesus ridiculed him. At noon, darkness fell across the whole land until 3 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, Jesus called out with a loud voice, "Eloi, Eloi, lema sabachthani," which means, my God, why have thou abandoned me?" Some of the banisters misunderstood and thought he was calling out for the prophet Elijah. One of them ran and filled a sponge with sour wine, holding it up to him on a reed stick so he could drink. "Wait," he said, "let's see whether Elijah comes to take him down." Then Jesus uttered out another loud cry and breathed his last. And the curtain in the sanctuary of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. When the Roman officer who stood facing him saw how he died, he exclaimed, "This truly was the Son of God." Some women were there watching from a distance, including Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James the Younger, and of Joseph, and Salome. They had been followers of Jesus and had cared for him while he was in Galilee. Many other women who had come with him to Jerusalem were also there. And that was to John 15:41. And now I'm going to read 16 through 8. Saturday evening, I just would like to note, before we are skipping through the 3 days where when he was in the tomb, and that was the Sabbath, and so they weren't supposed to really do anything. So that's why he was there for 3 days. So let's get in for 16:1 through 8. Saturday evening, when the Sabbath ended, Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James, and Salome went out and purchased burial spices so they could anoint Jesus' body. Very early on Sunday morning, just at sunrise, they went to the tomb. On the way there, asking each other, "Who will roll away the stone for us?" Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance to the tomb? But as they arrived, they looked up and saw that stone, which was very large, they saw that same stone, which was very large, had already been rolled aside. When they entered the tomb, they saw a young man clothed in white robes, sitting on the right side. The women were shocked. But the angel said, "Do not be alarmed. You are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He isn't here. He is risen from the dead. Look, this is where they lay his body. Now go and tell the disciples, including Peter, that Jesus is going ahead of you to Galilee. You will see him there, just as he told you before he died." Then the woman fled from the tomb, trembling and bewildered, and they said nothing to anyone because they were too frightened. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Easter, and just keep in mind that Jesus died on the cross for you. And if you have not accepted him into your life, you need to do that, because he died for you. He got whipped and he carried a cross for you, but couldn't do it, so Simon had to do it. And he was hurt, he was bruised, and he did it all for you. Okay? All for you watching this video, who went to church today, or maybe even didn't go to church today. He died for you. For you, yes. To save you from your sins. So I invite you to be with him, and because it is wonderful, and I just would love to see you in heaven someday. This is Krista Rose signing out. Also, I will be doing part 2 of filling an Easter bunny with chocolate, because last year I didn't and it failed. So I'm trying again. Hope you guys will check that out. Happy Easter. Bye.